Good evening. You're now with me, Shalshima for Tvs Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. OCM to improve design of official jacket of the Malaysian contingent to 2024 Paris Olympic Games. The National Wage Consultative Technical Committee completed a review of the Minimum Wage Order 2022. And on to world news, one dead after Delhi airport roof collapse. We begin with this news. The Olympic Council of Malaysia, OCM, has decided to improve the existing design to symbolize the tiger motif of the official jacket of the Malaysian contingent to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games, as well as the OCM logo, befitting the status of the Jalur Gemilang. OCM President Tan Sri Muhammad Norzah Zakaria said the governing body will discuss with the official apparel manufacturer, Yonex Sunrise, to improve the jacket design to symbolize the nation's status and meet the people's expectations. He said the decision was made after taking into account feedback from all parties, including the Ministry of Youth and Sports (KBS), the National Sports Council (NSC), and sports fans, besides acknowledging that the official jacket design was not well received. Recently, the Olympic Council of Malaysia unveiled the redesigned Malaysian contingent's official attire for the Paris Olympic, which has received strong public criticism, with many calling it ugly and uninspiring. Youth and Sports Minister Hannah Yeoh today said the Malaysian Olympic contingent will not be wearing the redesigned attire at the 2024 Paris Olympic Games opening ceremony on July 26 yesterday. The National Wage Consultative Technical Committee has completed a review of the Minimum Wage Order 2022 and will present it to the Cabinet soon. Human Resources Minister Stephen Sim said the minimum wages are very important and the government is consistently reviewing them.
The Wage Consultative Council, which decides on minimum wage or deliberates on minimum wage on a tripartite basis, has met. So they're going to come up with a figure, and then that will be presented to Cabinet very soon.
Sim said the government will soon implement the Progressive Wage Policy, PWP. Previously, Kasuma announced in Dewan Rakyat that the Progressive Wage Policy, PWP, is expected to be fully implemented in October. The implementation will follow the impact assessments of PWP Pioneer Project carried out in September. The Pioneer Project itself will run from June until August.
Progressive wage policy starts June. So as we are speaking, this policy has been implemented at the pilot stage. And we are expecting by the end of September or October, we are going to have at least 20,000 workers impacted positively by this minimum wage pilot stage.
The PWP is a government commitment to reform the labour market and increase the income of workers on par with the productivity growth.
At least one person died and several were injured after a portion of the roof at New Delhi International Airport collapsed amid heavy rains on Friday morning, months after a refurbishment project inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Authorities said the roof and the support beams collapsed on cars parked in the pickup and drop area, forcing all departures from Terminal 1 to be temporarily suspended.
Departures from terminal were cancelled until early afternoon, with later flights diverted to other terminals, which were operating as normal. In a statement, the airport authorities said the collapse occurred around 5 a.m. local time. The affected terminal is used for domestic flights only. India's Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu Kinjarapu told reporters that the building inaugurated by Modi was not the one where the roof collapsed, which was opened in 2009. Infrastructure spending has been a priority under Modi, and the Delhi airport is one of the country's flagship projects. The incident prompted the opposition Congress party to slam Modi, saying the terminal was inaugurated in a hurry due to the election. Elsewhere in Madhya Pradesh, a section of roof in Jabalpur airport also collapsed on the same day, with no reports of injury. Delhi has been hit by heavy rains in recent days as the annual monsoon reached the Indian capital after a long stretch of heat waves and soaring temperatures.
Sarawak is all in favour of the establishment of the Child Development Department, which is currently under the purview of the Social Welfare Department, JKM, into a full-fledged department within the ministry. Sarawak's Minister of Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Dr. Sri Fatima Abdullah, said that the department, established on September 1st, 2023, will be better positioned to oversee children's affairs.
Itu perancangan daripada Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita. Di setiap negeri akan ditubuhkan. Kita bacalah dalam surat khabar. Di setiap negeri akan ditubuhkan. Saya rasa oleh kerana perancangan di setiap negeri akan dibuat. Jadi ini termasuk Sarawak.
She said this after presenting a paper at the 59th Annual General Meeting of the Girl Guides Association Malaysia on Friday. Fatima added at the state level, it still operates as the children's section under the Social Welfare Department, pending the formal establishment of the new department. Previously, Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri, said the establishment of the Child Development Department aims to address child neglect and abuse effectively.
The Borneo Sonic Music Festival BSMF 2024 is set to make its return this year, featuring a stellar lineup of regional and international performance. Scheduled from October 11th to 12th at the Sarawak Stadium, this year's festival aims to unite 36,000 music enthusiasts worldwide. Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Minister Sarawak, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said Sarawak is the perfect destination for lifestyle events and music festivals in Malaysia.
He said this during the BSMF 2024 briefing by the organizers at his office today. Set against the backdrop of Kuching's cultural landscape, BSMF 2024 will showcase a diverse range of musical genres featuring genres like K-pop, R&B, hip-hop and EDM. Additionally, BME International Managing Director Stephen Au thanked Sarawak Sport Corporation SSC for entrusting them to use the Sarawak Stadium once again for the venue of the BSMF Festival 2024. New features at BSMF 2024 include the Borneo Sonic Food Carnival at Dataran Stadium, offering over 50 food and drink vendors and 20 non-food item stalls. In addition, there will also be a camping ground at Football Field D, which provides a unique glamping experience and enhances the festival atmosphere. For fitness enthusiasts and music lovers alike, the 3-kilometer Borneo Sonic Music Run targets 1,000 participants and will take place at Stadium Sarawak on October 12th, starting at 7 a.m. For more information, including ticket pricing and event updates, follow BSMF 2024 on Instagram at borneosonic.mf or visit the official website at www.borneosonic.com.
Education and Career Exhibition is a unique platform for students and parents seeking advice and information about various higher education institutions available. Bukit Asih State Assemblyman Joseph Chiang said parents and students have the opportunity to interact directly with representatives from various institutions and universities while exploring the various programs offered.
To all the students, they were paying this education fair this morning. I especially want to address those of you who have recently completed your SPA. And it is a crucial moment, it is a critical moment that where you will choose the directions of your future. And while the route of entering the workforce and also earning a paycheck can be strong, I urge you to consider the long-term benefit of continuing your study at the tertiary level.
He said this at the Education and Career Exhibition at SMK Methodist Cebu on Friday. He said that making the right choice is important because education is the foundation of success and the key to unlocking potential in every individual. He stressed that pursuing higher education will equip students with the necessary skills and knowledge to remain competitive in the job market. It also allows students to explore their interests in depth, engage in new ideas, and develop critical thinking abilities.
The end is in sight for SMK Saratog's dilapidated building, WOS, as a rebuilding program is underway. Korean Assemblyman Friday Bilet said that the school was listed as one of the schools to be developed under the school rebuilding program in Sarawak.
SMK Saratog itu dah termasuk ke dalam perancangan City Area Sekolah ke pemerintah dalam program pembangunan semula sekolah kita di Sarawak itu. Buah lepas itu peringkat Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia. Orang agak planning lalu berapa penyampah duit ke dikena ngadu kena. Tang sekurang-kurangnya dah termasuk ke dalam perancangan City Area Sekolah ke di bawah sekolah pembangunan semula kita di Sarawak itu.
He told this at the closing ceremony of SMK Saratog's annual general meeting on Friday. Meanwhile, Principal of SMK Saratog extended his gratitude, saying he was very excited and thankful to Korean Assemblyman and the Sarawak government for listing SMK Saratog under the School Will Building program.
Kita mengucapkan terima kasihlah kepada YB kita di sini iaitu Tuan Frederick Anak Blake, Adun N39 Krian yang telah bertungkus lumus memastikan agar sekolah kita SMK Saratog yang agak daif dimasukkan dalam salah satu program peningkatan sekolah-sekolah luar bandar dari segi infrastruktur ya, dan dari segi gantian dan juga menaik tarafkan kemudahan-kemudahan yang ada di SMK Saratog.
At the same event, 15 outstanding SPM 2024 students from the school also receive incentives. Established 62 years ago, SMK Saratog currently has 815 students, comprising from Form 1 to Form 5. outlook. In a statement, the Ministry of Finance said the reaffirmation by both agencies indicates international stakeholders' continued confidence in the country's robust and resilient growth. Despite a challenging external environment and the escalation of geopolitical conflicts. The MOF said the government is firmly committed to ensuring public finance sustainability but adhering to a consistent fiscal consolidation trajectory moving forward.
Islamic Tourism Centre (ITC), in collaboration with the Malaysian Budget Hotel Association, signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) to strengthen the Islamic-friendly tourism and hospitality sector in Malaysia. ITC's Director General Nizran Nordin stated that this demonstrates their commitment to meeting the unique needs of Muslim travellers, thereby fostering a more inclusive tourism environment in Malaysia.
Nizran also stated that the MOU underscores ITC's commitment to guide MyBHA members in obtaining the Muslim-friendly tourism and hospitality assurances and recognition MFAR certification from ITC.
MFAR ini memberi keyakinan kepada pelancong bila pelancong kembara melancong berjalan, kalau dapat MFAR logo ni tahu hotel atau premis tersebut ada menyediakan kemudahan dan fasiliti untuk umat Islam terus beribadah. Garis panduan yang menyatakan kalau sesuatu pengusaha premis tu apa benda-benda yang perlu dipatuhi ataupun diikut untuk be able to comply untuk tawarkan perkhidmatan yang muslim. Antaranya contoh kalau hotel tu ada sediakan surau untuk tetamu, bilik dia ada sediakan arah kiblat dengan sejadah, ada makanan halal di hotel tersebut.
Pihak pelancong harus tahu memilih hotel, bukannya pembekal penginapan yang tidak berlesen, tidak berdaftar, tidak mempunyai apa-apa certification. Jadi bila MFAR ni ada, berarti mereka dapat tahu there is a kind of certification untuk hotel, untuk mereka menginap.
He made these remarks after attending the MOU signing ceremony at the Malaysia International Exhibition and Convention Centre (MIECC) in Seri Kembangan on Friday. He said that MyBHA, representing approximately 2,700 budget hotels and businesses across Malaysia, is well positioned to benefit from this collaboration. He added that the MFAR guidelines were developed by ITC in collaboration with parties such as the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia, JAKIM, industry stakeholders, tourism associations, academia, and the Department of Standards Malaysia. Commenting further, President of the Malaysian Budget Hotels and Business Association, MyBHA, Dr. Sri Ganesh Mitchell, said they expect around 300 members, including accommodation providers, to achieve MFAR certification by 2025. This collaboration between ITC and MyBHA also plays a crucial role in supporting Malaysia's goal to become an Umrah transit hub for the region and the Visit Malaysia 2026 campaign.
On to the next update. The Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court has been notified of the appointment of a new lawyer to represent an Israeli citizen facing charges of possessing hundreds of bullets and firearms. Avitan Shalom, aged 38, has engaged Dr. Naran Singh as his legal representative for the upcoming 9-day trial scheduled to begin in September.
During the pre-trial hearing before Judge Norina Zainul Abidin, Deputy Public Prosecutor Muhammad Mustafa P. Kunyalam requested an additional month to deliver documents to the defense team. He mentioned that these documents include forensic analysis, closed-circuit television, CCTV footage, and others that are yet to be finalized. The judge set July 30th as the deadline for the document delivery. Naran agreed to the prosecution request for a month extension to prepare the documents before they are reviewed. Shalom, who holds French citizenship, was arrested on March 27th after being found in possession of 6 pistols, including a Glock 19 Marine and a Glock 17 Gen 4, among others, along with 200 bullets. He faces charges under Section 7(1) of the Firearms Increased Penalties Act 1971, which carries a sentence of imprisonment between 30 and 40 years and not less than 6 strokes of the cane if convicted.
Thank you for staying with me. And now on to world affairs. The Israeli military conducted a military raid and airstrikes in the northern Gaza area where numerous displaced Palestinians had sought shelter, contradicting the Israeli government's previous assertion that the area had been cleared of Hamas's months earlier. Witnesses and medical personnel reported multiple casualties during the onset of the operation in Shujaiya, situated on the outskirts of Gaza City.
The renewed fighting ensued soon after Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu remarked on Sunday that the intense phase of the conflict in northern Gaza was winding down after nearly 9 months, with experts foreseeing a potentially extended next phase. On Thursday, a military spokesperson advised residents and displaced Gazans to evacuate for safety. They were directed to travel south to a designated humanitarian zone approximately 25 kilometers away. Numerous Palestinians were seen departing on foot, carrying their belongings through streets littered with rubble. Meanwhile, Hamas indicated that Israeli forces had initiated a ground incursion, with reports of several fatalities as thousands flee amidst relentless bombing. As of now, Israel's genocidal offensive has killed at least 35,765 people, mostly civilians.
Operating at a villa in Bali, Indonesia, at least 103 Taiwanese were arrested by Indonesian authorities for abusing immigration permits and conducting online scams targeting Malaysians. Bali immigration authorities said that following a tip-off from Indonesian police, a villa in Tabanan Regency was raided on Wednesday. The group of 12 women and 91 men was found with hundreds of mobile phones and other electronic devices.
The rise of cyber fraud groups in Southeast Asia has become a major concern, leading countries like China, Indonesia, and Malaysia to increase their efforts to combat these crimes. Indonesian immigration official Safa Muhammad Godam said the group's modus operandi targets individuals outside the country, making it very difficult for the authorities to meet the elements of a criminal offence in such cases. He added that officials could not charge them because the alleged crimes fell outside their jurisdiction, but they are working closely together with relevant authorities, including those in Malaysia. The 103 suspects are currently being held at an immigration detention centres for questioning before being deported back to Taiwan. Indonesia has previously confronted international cyber fraud networks targeting victims in China. In 2018, Bali police arrested 103 Chinese nationals, along with 11 Indonesians allegedly working for them, for running a multi-million-dollar cyber fraud syndicate that targeted wealthy businessmen and politicians in China.
Bolivian President Luis Arce denied conspiring with his former army chief, who was arrested after deploying troops and tanks to the heart of the capital La Paz, where he tried to break down a door of the presidential palace. 14 civilians who opposed the coup were wounded by lead pellets, according to the authorities, while some had to be hospitalized and operated on. Authorities paraded handcuffed detainees in front of the media on Thursday, announcing 17 arrests, including ex-army chief Juan Jose Zuniga, and riot police kept close watch over government buildings a day after the botched coup.
Tensions in the Andean nation has been rising in recent weeks over surging prices, shortages of dollars and fuel, and a feud between RC and the powerful former president Evo Morales ahead of the 2025 election. In his first public appearance since announcing the coup attempt was over Wednesday night, RC denied he had conspired with Zuniga. The army chief claimed he was following orders and that the president had hoped to trigger a crackdown that would boost his popularity. Flanked by soldiers and tanks outside the presidency, Zuniga said that the armed forces intend to restructure democracy to make it a true democracy and not one run by the same few people for 30 and 40 years. Shortly thereafter, the soldiers and tanks pulled back from the historic Plaza Murillo Square, and the local television broadcast images of Zuniga's arrest. Bolivia's naval chief, Juan Arnes Salvador, was also arrested. The two men face up to 20 years in prison for the crimes of terrorism and armed uprising, prosecutors said.
See the world closer with Tvs as we bring the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms at TV Sarawak. Those were the updates on Tvs Nightline. I'm Shulch Mato. Thank you for watching and have a good weekend.